The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Welch. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. There he goes. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's rain. See a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
To the air, it's Underwood. Might be looking to run. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They punted away on 4th down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Got his man. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it up at 33. The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finding an escape route.
Rochelle brings it out to the 38. And your 2 Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan.
Brings it down on the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. On the move to his left. On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with...
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep runs.
And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Beautifully.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, the ball's out on the return. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Pulls it in. It's Welch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Throws for the tight end. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Finds his back in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blue Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got the quick pass. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. again.
And this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option look there, trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing fourth and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Turns it loose. He makes the catch. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He wants it all. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Now he's looking into the middle. Catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. From the gun, running back on the move.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted! it. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires it incomplete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
To throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to fire deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They boot it away on fourth down. Bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. And now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Utah State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6.